Here we go, guys, and welcome to Oulton Park here in Cheshire in glorious sunshine. At the moment, we have got the GT4 Ginetta Supercup live here from Oulton Park at the moment. As you can see, the weather is absolutely glorious, although the forecast is set to change throughout the day. So in first place at the moment we have the 95 Otto Motor Oil Racing GT55. As you can see, these cars are quite quick and they're spectacular on track. As you can see, we've got 18 cars as the 96 rather GT5 Supercup car had engine issues before going to the grid. So as we are approaching up towards Druids right now as of lap 1, I'll talk you through the grid as we go on. So the weather forecast is due to change. It is due to be raining at some point during the race. We check the weather radar as we go into Lodge Corner for the first time. As we can see what is happening here. And we've got the number 18 car, the sort of green and red car as they go across the line on lap number 2 of the race. These cars are quite quick, I like these cars. As we can see now, the number 79 car is trying to make a move onto the 95 car as we go into the island hairpin for the second time. So as you can tell, Oulton Park in Cheshire, it's one of our favourites, it's one of our local circuits, and we are currently expecting a good time of this race. It's absolutely amazing to see these guys battling it out front as they go through to the Nickelbrook chicane. 79 car thinks about making a move. Sadly he didn't make it there. Let's have a look what's happening a bit further back. The 114 car is ahead of the 18 car there. As we can see, they're making a move as best as they can. As we can see, the number 79 car is getting closer to the 95 car. So let's have a bit of a on-board lap with the number 89 car. So we'll go on board with the 89 car here as we go up Deer's Leap for the start lap 3 out of 15. As we can see, it's 4th gear and then quick blast into 5th. Jump down to 4th as we go through Old Hall. Climb through the gears right now until we go down into Cascades. Cascades is one of the quickest corners, even though it's gear 3. You go flat out down the island straight past the lake on the left hand side. If you remember, if you're a BTCC fan, British Touring Car Championship, Alan Manu nearly ended up in that lake in 1999. So we drop down to gear 1 as we approach the island hairpin. This is one of the slowest corners on the track as we go over the hill towards the Nickelbrook chicane. This is the tight, twisty part of the track where anything can happen as they hop over the curbs. Now through to Nickelbrook itself. And then obviously as we shoot up to Clay Hill, still climbing through the gears. Absolutely spectacular circuit is Oulton Park. As we break down into 4th for Druids, now into 3rd. As we go under the bridge towards Lodge Corner. This is an absolutely spectacular track. As you can see, up to 5th, down to 3rd, down to 2nd for Lodge Corner as we go Deer's Leap for the 3rd time in this race. So let's see what's going on elsewhere. As we go back into the 95 car, is still in the lead. This is absolute sensational stuff, guys. But then again, if you overlook the The next car we've got here is the number 14 car, trying to make a move, as well as the number 26 car here. This is absolute sensational stuff, as you can see. The 26 car is trying to get really close onto the 16 car here. And then you've got the 83 car here. And then you've got the number 90, and then you've got the 67, 114, 18, 89, and the 59, and then you've got the 13, 113, 19, 80, and I think that is 27, yep. And you got, the camera doesn't pan out, 71, and the 80, 84. So as we go back to the front, as they go down cascades, we have got this battle. As you can see, it's a battle for first, second, third, fourth, fifth. As we can see, that just literally, oh, and what a move! What a move there! Then, as he made it past, no, he hasn't. He was going to go for a move. Number 90 was going to go for a move, but obviously because of at the moment. So as you can see, the 90 car is getting close and personal to these guys. He's gaining as we go back towards the field. You've got the number 89 car here. He's getting on this grid, but obviously because they're so spread out at the moment, it's unreal. So as you can see, the 79 car, the NX Oil car, is trying to catch up to the Otto Oils racing machine as we go into start lap number 6 out of 15. You can tell it's getting a bit now cloudier as to whether it's going to close it in. But this is sensational stuff. As you can see, we don't know what's happened here. The camera's obviously throwing a hissy fit. But yes, we've got the number 14 chasing down the number 79 machine. Are they going to make a move here to the island hairpin? No, they're not. So, you know, the number 79 machine is trying to get up and close and personal with the 95 machine, as you can see. More these guys help hold each foot is better. This is number 59 machine, as we can see as we go down into cascades. This is, and there's been a change for 5th place. The number 90 car is now in 5th place. So obviously he's gaining this Ricardo Almeida. He's gaining very quickly onto these guys. This is absolute sensational stuff. As you can see, as we go through Lodge Corner for the 6th time, coming up to start lap number 7. And the 95 car has got a bit of a gap now. Obviously, as you can see, the 14 car here is gaining on the number 79 car. Oh, they're going to make a move before the end of the race has to start lap number 7. Oh, and as you can see there, the number 14 car just locked it up as we go into the island hairpin there. That's allowed the 25 car to close up really well. as we jump into the Nickelbrook chicane. So what's going to happen as we carry on this race? This is now obviously up to P17. As we can see, these two are having a bit of a battle here. Number 84 gets the move done, or does he? Oh! As you can see there, the number 71 car just clipped the barrier, you know, as he goes into the Nickelbrook chicane. That's going to hassle him quite severe, because if he hadn't clipped that, you know, he would have carried on. But you know, this is how this race is going. So as we start lap number 8, as we go into turn 1 here at Oulton Park, we've got sensational stuff and sensational racing. Obviously number 79 car is struggling a bit now because the 95 car is still out in the lead. This is absolutely quite a big gap. Looks like an ex-Tom Ingram livery there, but obviously, as you can tell, it is obviously still out in front in the lead. So yeah, and as we can see, number 71 car there is not gaining any further. He went pick up some damage as after he hit the tyre barrier going into the Nickelbrook chicane. So as you can see, the number 89 car is leading. He's obviously in 8th place, but gaining very slowly onto each other. Go back to the number 90 car. His teammate is doing quite well. He's gaining obviously onto the 26 car. We've got quite well here, and as you can see, there's a bit of change to the 13th. Jeremy is in the 19 car, I believe. Yes, that is the 19 car. Bit of spit flame as he goes through Druids there. As we go on to start lap number 9. It's got a bit cooler, as you can see with our commentary window. It's very overcast at the moment. So, what with obviously 5 laps to go. This is getting really close here between the number 79 car as he just looks up there, and the number 14 car tries to make a move down the island to have him. Unfortunately, he can't make the move stick. So you got this 95 car that he's trying to defend from the number 79 car here, but as we get up towards the Nickelbrook chicane, the gain on each other very quickly, like wildfire. And it's that spots of rain we see on the camera now. Yes, it is. It's spots of rain as we enter the last 5 laps of the race. This is going to make it interesting. Obviously, these guys started on 6 tyres, so they don't really want to be pitting because they've got 5 laps on the end. If it comes any more than a bit of a rain, you know, this is going to be obviously sensational stuff. At the moment, they think it's going to be a shower. Let's pray it is. As we start lap number 10 now, out of 15. This is absolutely sensational stuff. Yes, the weather has changed, but the fans are hardly in. They're still out in shorts and t-shirt. As you can see, the wipers go on now as we enter Cascades. The rain is getting a bit more heavier now, so this is absolutely going to be an absolute spanner in the works as Peter Vermeulen gets up into 13th. This could be very interesting. 4 laps to go, guys. 4 laps to go. So obviously, oh dear Lord, what happened then? Obviously with this rain is coming down here, it was forecasted. obviously now the lights are on because it is getting slightly heavier. Or is that because number 14 car wants to get past? But then we've got the lights on because it is getting wetter out there as we speak. As you can see, guys, going up to the 11th time with 3 laps to go, guys. 3 laps to go. That's right, 3 laps to go. So obviously the rain is getting more heavier and heavier as we go on. Obviously, you know, this is exactly the guy started on slicks. Oh, it's absolutely peeing it down here on Park. As we can see, these guys know how to master these conditions, but then we've got the 89 car. It's actually technically pulled a bit of a gap now over number 18 car here. How on earth is this going to pan out? What is happening? Obviously the 79 car is now struggling, but he's getting a bit closer, but then you've got the number 14 car, I think, is it? Yeah, the number 14 car, gaining up very close. As to still brake for the chicane. Obviously this weather is now going to slow them up because they're all concerned about where the grip, because now it's absolutely teeming it down with rain. This is very sensational though. As you can see, I'll go through the orders. So it's 95, that's supposed to be 79. They're not going at snail's pace now because it's absolutely raining. They don't want to. They've obviously, because with the rain that was forecasted, they didn't know what was going to happen. But then you've got Ricardo Almeida up to 4th. He blew Peter Vermeulen. Has he been lapped, or is he just? Or is it because he's been? No, but this is very interesting. What's this? Look, it's all pitting with 2 laps to, essentially, yeah, 3 laps to go. They're all pitting because they're all scared. They're all pitting for wet tyres. This is absolute. This wasn't meant to be happening. But as you can tell, guys, it's absolute teaming it down. So they made the decision to go and pit with 2 laps to go. So as you can imagine now that Ricardo Almeida is decided to take the gamble and stay out on wet, even though it's absolutely, well, stay out on slicks rather, even though it's absolutely raining here. This is absolute sensational stuff. And it's now pushed his teammate in the 89 car up to 2nd place because the rest have decided to pit. And the 95 car goes out, obviously race leader, but they've had to pit because it's absolute raining. But what's this? What does this mean? You know, are you going to brave it out? But obviously it's raining, so it's absolute. You know, obviously teams and drivers were aware of it was going to rain. I was not expecting them to pit because it's actually just pushed them right down the order. This is absolute sensational stuff, and obviously we've been on wet weather tyres, it might have a better advantage. But obviously with a handful of laps left, it's just really just holding on to dear life. So you've got obviously got the Anderson's back car here, 1 and 2 at the moment. Are they going to pit? Yeah, by the looks of it, they're going to pit because we're a bit concerned with the weather as it is, which is a bit unfortunate, really, because you know with it not being long until it absolutely, you know, with the race. But obviously, you know, is he going to be able to pit? Yes, he is, because they've got different pit stops. Fantastic. Obviously, that's going to bring the guys that were obviously in the lead. But this is crazy because it's now brought out guys that was in 1st place. back up into first place because everyone else with 2 laps to go, guys, 2 laps to go. Obviously, because the tyres are now wet and they've had a bit running in wet weather, it has brought them up to how they want to be. It's absolute sensational. It's a bit worrying though because the guys were hoping, you know, with the last. But obviously, cars that pitted because of the wet weather. But this is mental. This is how it should be. But obviously, with 2 laps to go, guys, I wouldn't be surprised whether he's not letting up anymore. This is absolute sensational stuff. As we can see, they're all bunched together, even though they're all on racing wet tyres. This is absolute sensational. As you can see, the 95 car, he's led from start to finish, even though they've had to pick for wet weather tyres. This is absolutely sensational. You know, I kind of expected it to dry up by now, but obviously it's absolutely still teeming down here at Oulton Park with 2 laps to go. This is absolutely crazy. Obviously, teams and drivers were aware of the weather. As we see here, the 26 is trying to make a move on the number 14. So as you can imagine, as we start lap number 14 with on the penultimate lap now, guys, this is absolutely sensational. I'm going to go on board with the race leader and just see exactly how he feels. You know, what is he going through? You know, he's going through a lot of pressure, even though it's raining. It's absolutely teeming it down. You know, you just think it's absolutely spewing it down with rain. This is unreal as he breaks to gear 1 into the island hairpin. You know, he's going to obviously win round number 1 of the championship here at Oulton Park. We've got 2 more races as of tomorrow, so this could be very exciting. Who knows what will happen? Obviously, you've got the touring cars, you've got the Ginetta Juniors, you've got the single seaters, and you've got even the Clio Cup. This is going to be sensational if we find out whatever happens during this race. So obviously the guy that had damage at the start of the race, has he managed to make it out and carry on? Yes, he has. He's managed to get his car damage repaired, even though it's absolutely peeling down in the rain. This is sensational stuff. The Ginetta GT4 Supercup. This is absolutely amazing. What is next? So obviously, you know, this is going to be sensational for the number 95 car as he goes on to the final lap. Final lap of the race. It's still raining here at Oulton Park. You know, it's absolutely very sensational. Yes, we've got the die-hard fans still watching in the shots and t-shirts and doing vlogs and all that, but you know, it's absolutely mega to see when it's even when it's raining. It's very cool to see. Very cool to see at its finest here. And obviously, you know, they've closed up so much gaps, but because it's so wet out there, you know, these guys have obviously started on slicks, and obviously as it got wetter, the thought will change to wet. But then, why would you change to wet towards the end? Well, maybe, you know, they don't want to make too many mistakes. As the 95 car now goes through the Nickelbrook chicane for the final time. You know, not many people are going to make many moves now. Has it just been one of them races where you just think, yes, absolute sensational, it is absolutely teeming now. I wouldn't want to be standing out there watching it now. You know, but these guys and these fans are very hardly people. Absolutely sensational. This is absolutely mega cool to see as we go through Lodge Corner for the final time. The 95 car wins the race from obviously the 79 car, but this is sensational. Oulton Motorsport get the first win of the weekend. Congratulations, well done. This is absolutely mega cool to see. These guys have put on a good show. So as you can see, guys, this is absolutely sensational stuff. You know, anything can happen in motorsport. Yes, the weather can change, but guess what? This has been absolutely fun to watch. It's just a very shame that, you know, we're pitting towards the end because they had to change for wet tyres. But as you can see, guys, this has been sensational. And as you can see, the number GT4 car there comes home in last place. So yeah, absolutely really mega to see. You know, it is going to potentially stop raining now as towards the end, but you know, it's been absolutely a pleasure to watch and commentate on this. Regardless whatever happens here, guys, you know, it's been such a mega race and I've enjoyed it. As you can see, Lee Heightley, he's got his first win under his belt. You know, this is sensational stuff. So that's the result. That is the result of this first round of the Ginetta GT4 Supercup at Oulton Park. Hopefully tomorrow's weather is better for rounds 2 and 3, but you never know. Anything can happen, so sensational stuff there, guys. So now going into Parc Fermé for post race checks, etc. They will pull into their garages and hopefully we'll catch up with a few of the race winners after the break. So these guys are going round for an extra cooldown lap. What is going on? Obviously their pit boxes aren't available as of yet, so this is quite sensational and weird because not many of them have got pit boxes. Maybe they were a lap down during the race, but we'll see. So anyway, guys, that has just been basically sensational stuff for the GT4 Supercup. I will catch you guys maybe tomorrow for rounds 2 and 3, and we will see what happens then. So cheers, guys.